in the audience tonight? Oh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, okay, maybe 10 or so. Okay, and have fun being a senior. You get discounts at the theater, and McDonald's gives you coffee at a discount. It's so great. And you know, they never ask my age, they just give me the discount. They believe that I'm a senior. Oh, okay. Okay, now, who here likes to do housework? Anybody? It is such a boring thing. You know, it's not that housework will kill you, but why take a chance? Now, you know, I have a suggestion. You get a few get well cards, put them on your mantle, and your friends will come in and think, oh, poor thing, she's been ill, no wonder her house is such a mess. And listen, stop dusting. It's such a boring thing. Who wants to dust? If you stop dusting, you can use your coffee table as a message board. Oh, it could be fun, try it. My idea of a Super Bowl is a toilet that cleans itself. You know, I have to tell you about my husband. I have a do-it-yourself husband. Every time I ask him to do something, he says, do it yourself. And when I say, what's on TV? He says, dust. Because I hate dusting, you know. We've only had one disagreement in the over 50 years we've been married. Problem is, it's still going on. One day I said to him, let's go upstairs and fool around. He says, take your choice, I can only do one at a time. I look out the window every day and I see this young couple kissing and just as he leaves to work, just hugging and kissing. Then he gets in the car and he throws kisses at her. Oh, it's just so affectionate. And I said to my husband, why don't you do that? He says, I hardly know her. I call my husband at work and I says, honey, I have good news and bad news. He says, I'm very busy, just give me the good news. Well, the airbag in the car works. I confided in my friend, I says, I had an affair. And I really didn't want to tell her, but I says, yes, I'm having an affair. She says, is it catered? This divorced woman is sitting around the pool in her condo and looking around, and then she sees this good-looking guy sitting over there, and she's, yoo-hoo, hi. And he looks at her, and she's, I haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? He says, no, I've been in prison for 30 years. She says, oh, well, what did you do? He says, I murdered my wife. She says, oh, so you're single! And this rather frumpy single girl goes into a singles bar. She looks around at all the handsome hunks sitting there, and she has a fist, and she says, anybody that can guess what's in my fist, I go home with them tonight. So some guy looks at her, very bored. He says, an elephant? She says, close enough. Then their father was turning 90 years old, so the son wanted to give him a very special gift. So they decided to send a call girl to his condo. So the call girl goes, she slithers up to the door, knocks at the door, he answers the door, she says, I'm here to give you super sex. He looks at her, yawns, and says, I'll take the soup. Now, I was asked to do a comedy skit for a doctor's conference, and I was very hesitant because I thought doctors don't laugh, they're always so serious. You know, they come in the room, please undress, you know, very serious. So I did the comedy skit, and they laughed. They really did laugh. So my friend said, well, did they pay you for it? I said, no, of course they didn't pay me for it. I'm just enjoying doing it. But they did give me a coupon for a free colonoscopy. I don't know when I'm going to use it, though. Oh, a woman goes into the doctor's office and says, "Doctor, I'm so exhausted. Oh, please help me. I'm so exhausted all the time." He says, "Well, how often do you have sex?" She says, "Oh, 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday." He says, "Well, just cut out Wednesday." She says, "I can't. That's the only night my husband's home." And then the doctor examines another man. He says, "Oh, I'm afraid you're going to die in 6 months." And the man says, "But I can't pay your bill." So he got another 6 months. And another man, he gets the sad news. The doctor says, "I'm sorry to say, you are very ill and you are dying." And the doctor, he says, "Oh, how much time do I have left? Oh no, how much time?" He says, 10. "Well, what? Do I have 10 weeks? 10 months? 10 what?" He says, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The only thing I know about Victoria's Secret, the secret is that no one over 30 can wear their stuff. And the only person I see eye to eye with is my eye doctor. Oh, I told my friend that when I die, I want to be cremated and my ashes scattered over Neiman Marcus. She says, "What? That's weird. Why Neiman Marcus?" "Because," I said, "this way my daughter will visit me twice a week." The little boy goes into the church, he's in the lobby, and he sees photos of all the men in uniform, and he says to the pastor, "What's this, Pastor?" Pastor says, "Oh, these are the men who died in service." He says, "Was it the morning service or the afternoon service?" And my friend went to New York to visit her daughter, her son-in-law, and granddaughter. She gets off the plane, and a little girl runs to her in the airport. "Grandma, Grandma, I'm so excited to see you. Oh, Grandma." And Grandma says, "That's lovely, dear. Why are you so excited?" "Because now Daddy can do the trick he promised us." "Oh, and what trick is that, dear?" "He said if you ever came to visit us again, he'd climb the walls." And my friend said the only reason she would take up exercising is so she could hear heavy breathing again. And one woman, she called for her daughter at the first year of college, picks her up, daughter gets in the car, says, "Mom, I have something to tell you. I ain't a virgin anymore." Mother is shocked. "Oh my goodness," she says, "I spend all this money to send you to fancy college and you still say ain't?" I went to my high school reunion, 50 years, and I wanted to see everybody how they looked. And they look pretty good after 50 years. They still look pretty good. Then in the corner, I see I had such a crush on Danny. I see him over there, and I say, "Yoo-hoo! Danny! Hello! Yoo-hoo!" Danny comes over, looks me up and down. I said, "Hi, Danny! Don't you remember me? You were in my class." Looks at me carefully, says, "Well, what did you teach?" Now, you ever go into a grocery store and get a plastic bag to put the produce in, okay? And you're struggling with it, trying to open that darn plastic bag. Of course, then you finally realize it says "open" here at the very bottom. Happens to me all the time. Now, okay, you did say a few seniors here. 1, 2, yeah, a few seniors. Okay, I just want to give you a little warning about how you know you're getting old. Okay, you know you're getting old when you bend over to tie your shoes and you wonder what else you can do when you're down there. And you know you're getting old when your little black book has names only with MD following it. And you know you're getting old when your knees buckle, but your belt won't. And you know you're getting older when you sit in a rocker and can't get it started. And you know you're getting older when you sink your teeth into a steak and they stay there. Thank you, everybody.